Fire Department 5 and something else. I'm not thinking that they're going to give me skills, but if they do, because some of these things do, it's like survival instinct sounds like that would give me a skill, maybe. Yeah, play on that. Because we're just kind of like mulling around in the area, so it's fine. And it's giving me boredom. She could do it less boredom. She feels hopeless. So, yeah. I've got a shit ton of magazines to read too, so I guess let's grab out all the like magazines, not the comic books. We'll read those later. There are a few of these I've actually read, so we'll come back to them. But while I've got this, and while I've got like a TV show or something for her to watch, I'll plonk her ass down. And you sit your ass down. Okay, so we have, let me move this a little bit out of the way. What have we got? We got, put that away. We got a bunch of books I got to put away. We have, oh wait, her video's finished. Get that out, and we'll put the other one in. What? I went too far. That one. You put that in, and I'll start reading from like maybe the bottom of the thing. I'm pretty sure I already read the Rosewood one, because we unlocked that. The map, I've definitely read that one. You think I would put a thing on it? Taco place. Was this in Rosewood? That's cute. That would probably be expired as fuck. It's at the mall. Okay. Neat. That's interesting though. Rosewood Fire Department, that could be useful. I saw that briefly and I think we went in there. But I don't think I got anything from, I don't even think I got any like people. Hey, Waver. How the fuck are you? What are you doing? I'm testing a different platform thing at the moment. Rosewood, I think it's that. Maybe? No, that's a school. That's it. Okay, got it. Been super busy. I bet I have not seen you for a hot minute. Give me that tape. What have you been up to? What have you been busy with? Let's turn that off. Is she starving to get death again? Yes, she is. Alright, do I have food on me? I do not. Okay, let's go find some food in the house. There is candy over here. And there is a can of beans. I don't think I can open it though. Hold on. No. I've put my can opener somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hold on. You grab that. Grab the can opener. I found it. I don't know if it's the exact one. There's another one over there. So, yeah. When she gets this, I'll hopefully get into those can of beans. Can you open and eat all of that? I don't know if she'll do it before she gets it into her inventory or if she's having like the time of her life trying to pick that up with those big gloves. Come on, love. You've literally got a time limit of your like life expiry at this point. There we go. I'm thinking about commissions, but I'm not sure how I should go about it. I don't know. Ironically, we were just talking about that shit earlier, but I don't know. It depends. I have seen somebody do it on Blue Sky, where they put like an example of like their artwork or something like that, and like, you know, if you're not too experienced or something like that, it's just like put it for like $5 to at least like get takers and get practice and crap. Because like if somebody's going to start like considering your art and stuff like that, that's probably a good way to start. Also, just a heads up, like I know a waiver, like the conversation about art and commissions and stuff, it's not self-promotion. It's like letting my mods know for a hot second so they don't like pounce on her and stuff. It's not an out of the blue art commission spammer or something conversation, just to like clear that up. I meant more like price and payment, because I've been thinking about using PayPal, but the people would know my email and name and so on. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, is that you'd either need a business one, which unless you're making like a sufficient amount of money every month, and I think only withdrawing it like once a month or something like that. Plus, I think there's higher taxes on it, I think. It's generally not super useful for like casual or intermediate or like I don't know, less like financial sort of stuff because it outweighs the good kind of thing, sort of thing. But yeah. Oh, library. Where the fuck is this? This one would be good to know. It is somewhere up in Cancer Town. Sorry. Anyway, I just saw the O next to it and I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're not going up to that one. No, fuck that. But we know there's a public library up there. I'm reading all the brochures and stuff. Eating peanut butter toast and alive. How's it like? I'm doing all right. We've watched all the videos and stuff that we could possibly do while the power is on. We went and raided that other town. I'm just reading through like all my flyers and shit and brochures and crap just to see if there's any like notable places and crap. So I don't think I'd be doing this full time. Yeah, well that's the thing with a business like PayPal account and stuff is I think you have to have like, I don't think it's like a set amount that has to like come and go and stuff from the account, but I think for how long it isn't like accessible or something like that, like I think you have to have like, oh, a bunker. I think I found this page thing when I was over Christmas. I think with like the business PayPal ones, to my understanding, I think you have like a monthly account with it. So unlike an individual PayPal, you can't just take it out as you get money, which means that you have to wait until like the end of the month or whatever to receive the money. And then there's higher like transfer fees and shit like that on it. So even if you do that, it may not necessarily be beneficial because it might like absorb some of the amount that you like charge for it and stuff. So it's not super useful for like starting kind of thing. But at the same time, yeah, you have like the issue of like the privacy and stuff like that. Because like I know some people use like, I think it's Coffee or Ko-Fi. I kept calling it Ko-Fi, but apparently it's Coffee. But there's that for art stuff, where I think people can like pay and stuff to like do things. But at the same time, like I'm not really versed in this because like I was saying earlier, I already considered how long it takes me to draw something, and at my skill level and with my like limitations of art and stuff, like I'm self-taught as well, and my comprehensive like interpretation and misinterpretation of people's information and stuff. So like that's not something I want to do. So I never went further into too far into like the looking at like the payment and the like the back and forth and stuff like that. But I do follow a couple of art streamers, and I know that they talk about how they have like a work kind of Discord. I know you're not interested in Discord and stuff, but they have like a work Discord to kind of discuss stuff. They have like their public feeds like Blue Sky and X and Instagram and other places and stuff like that, where they can kind of like discuss things to kind of like work it out. But generally speaking, from what I've seen, I think people mostly just have like a reference image. Like I saw one for like My Little Pony where they were kind of like, you have like basic outline, and then like as it progresses through to being like really good kind of thing, and all the different prices at the point where they would stop and say, this is this price, but this is the next sub and it's that price kind of thing. That was a good way of doing examples. And yeah, then people just approach you and shit if they want it. But yeah, it can be kind of difficult too, because you also have people probably want to haggle you as well and be like, oh, can't you just do it for free? And then you might have people that would like won't want to pay up front, or won't want to pay for the whole thing up front, or will stiff you on half of the payment or something at the end, or not pay at the end and stuff like that. And you've gone through and you've done the work and you've done the art and stuff like that. So it's a very complex thing. And I would strongly recommend, probably if you know some people that do art and art commission stuff, definitely speak to them about it and stuff, because it's pretty complicated, tricky shit. And yeah, especially if you're not like particularly comfortable with having like, you know, if you use like PayPal and stuff, you know, your name and emails and whatever other details that might expose and stuff, like, yeah, you need to be aware of that. You can also generally, like, if you're looking at a site that you want to maybe use, just do a Google search before like considering it too much and being like, you know, Google search, does this site or does this account like reveal like your full name or something like that, you know. That'd be a very quick way of finding out which ones do and don't protect it, but there aren't seemingly too many out there that do protect it. So that is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I figured you did, but like, it's just like the thought of it kind of thing. I put all the comics and skill books and brochures and shit and all the maps up in this one because like I want them to be kind of separate from the books if I can, but they shouldn't fill this up hopefully. But yeah, from my perspective of it, like I didn't delve too deep into this stuff when I was drawing and stuff online, and as a streamer it's not like art commissions and stuff is not something that I would do. Like I had in one of my my Billathon event last year, I had I had slots available for people if they wanted to do X number of subs. I would draw them an emote or whatever. They just had to give me some information for it and stuff. But there was a lot of confusion around that after doing the event anyway. So I'm like, yeah, this is not something I'm ever going to offer ever again, kind of thing. Once I do those couple of emotes for that person, never again. And that's something where like they've traded subs for an emote, not like money for it. In well, it's money, but it's not like the traditional sense of like a PayPal account kind of thing or whatever. It's more like the what you call it. It's a safe site kind of thing. I don't have room for more books in this, but that's because I have these damn books, which I forget I keep putting back. I don't want those ones in here. I'm going to make sure I only have like skill books in here. And I didn't realize I put these motherfuckers over on this side. I guess I didn't get them all out. That's okay. We'll get all of those out. Not that Ko-Fi was safe, but when I paid someone for commission, an email that showed me their name, email and full name. Yeah, it shows you it. It's more about PayPal itself than like the site itself. That's why I don't do donations either. That's why I don't have a donation bar on like streaming. Like most streamers will have like, you know, one of the first things they'll add to their channel is a donation bar and stuff, and I don't have it. People can purchase merch if they want it through like the secure merch link that I've got, and or if they want to like support me or give me something, I have Throne, which is a safe place for people to you know, be able to do that where it's confidential and shit too. But yeah, beside that, I wouldn't have like something else just because of that. Top 3 food you miss. Zombie apocalypse arrives. If the zombie apocalypse arrives, I'm not partaking. I can just imagine a woman in the apocalypse with medical and physical conditions. I'll be dead pretty quick, so I won't have time to miss shit. Plus, I also, due to my medical conditions, have already experienced what it's like to not be able to eat certain foods that I used to be able to eat. So, like, I'm mostly better now. My condition is in like remission, so I can eat shit again, right? But for like the last decade, I couldn't eat lamb, pork, chicken, or beef, and I had gluten sensitivity and lactose intolerance. So there was a lot of stuff that I couldn't eat, and one of the things I missed probably the most was like, you know, lamb and pork. What the fuck are you doing, dear? Always hanging around here. I'm not even doing anything. She's not starving to death, right? You get some sleep. Yeah, I missed I missed eating pork and lamb quite substantially. I really missed eating curry pies in winter, curry meat pies. What else did I miss? I don't know. There was other stuff in there. So, yeah, I've kind of like already been through that. If you want, that's kind of like the top 3 things, I guess, is like, you know, lamb, pork, and curry mince pies in winter and stuff. Mostly just like comfort foods. I guess also like pizza's kind of sucked for a little while because I could only eat cheese pizza for a while. Not that cheese pizza sucks. If you get a nice like thin and crispy one, those things are mint. But like, you know, you still have moments where like you miss a proper like, you know, meaty pizza and crap. But I don't know. Welcome in, even. It's probably like a way more loaded answer than you'll like probably like prepare to walk into, because like generally speaking, there's no way for people to know when they walk into my stream that I've got like multiple medical conditions and like I've been through shit, you know, because like I don't know, I guess I like maybe sound normal. But yeah, oh, there's a CD on the ground there. I'll have to pick that up too. Hold on. Let's, oh, we got pack. Oh shit, I can pack cans. I didn't know I could do fancy packaging. Fuck yeah. I also want to like still move this shit around. I think I wanted to move that table out of there. I don't quite know where the fuck I'm putting it yet. Maybe we put it against the wall, actually. Also, she is not bitten or scratched. She just doesn't like blood. That's what I think I've worked out she's tensed about. I should probably go bath her in a neighbor's house again. But, yeah, I kind of wanted to load up that because I kind of want to put that on the floor, honestly. Can I put it on the floor? About there? That'll do it. Okay, so while she's not too overloaded, and I think I have a can on this little thing. Oh, it's glitter. I would like to be able to throw that around, honestly. I should be able to throw that around. Give me this. We'll move this. I'll put one of these boxes over here. I don't know if I'm going to turn it into a TV book box or whatever. We'll think about it. And I want to rotate this. How do I fucking rotate you? Hold on. We had this issue last time. This item. Is it? It wasn't holder. We'll put it down like this and I'll see if I can rotate it, because I have got a lot of issues with my games, but they will not let me rotate it. Even if I'm using the things, can we rotate it? Is that rotated? Oh, there we go. Hold on, hold on. Wait. Please let me put it down over here. Hold up. Why won't you let me put it where I want it to be? Maybe if it's gonna go that way, hold on a second. Can you, I don't want to disassemble it. I'll try rotating that shit again. Okay. Now what happens if I try to, hold on. Hey, don't you go yelling. Okay, so I only have like 2 options and one of them is like half sideways. That is not where I want it to be. Maybe I have to move it out into the middle of the room and then rotate it and then see if I can put it against the wall. I want to just put it up against the wall, right? That's what I want to do. But in the event that that is an issue, let me put it here. And let's try to rotate this fucker. Yeah. No, that's not quite that. Yeah, rotate it like that. And then can I try to lift it again? Is it gonna let me put it where I want it in the direction that I want to put it? Yeah, sweet. Okay. Because I don't really want to sit against the wall window, honestly. And I could put shit on top of that and it's not super in the way of the TV. I should be able to put these TVs theoretically on top of the box. Let's go outside and grab another crate. I don't think I have any more crates on me. And I don't think there's any other fucking deer in this area. So, you have a question? What do you got? Go for a waiver. I'll grab more of this. I got another water thing to bring inside and I guess a few more things to bring in. I don't know if that taxi's got crap in it. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put these fucking boxes. because I haven't like fully moved stuff, which by the way, I have to go steal a bed. So that's a thing I gotta do. I'll figure that out later. You know, so far, OBS and Project Zomboid have been running pretty good. Can I turn the slide on? They've been running pretty good so far. My only concern is that I can't hear when things go off in this, and I don't have everything fully set up in it so far. They're my only two concerns I've got. I kind of want to move that desk out of that corner, and I want to move that bed. So let's take that. I figured that this size desk might be useful to use later, so I don't want to destroy it if I can, right? I do want to try to keep it, but I would like to put the storage boxes flat along here. Although, putting that in front of that window is also really super useful because it stops zombies from getting there. I have got one crate in here, which I was going to put the car parts and shit in here. If I could, I don't want to kind of like choke up that room. Where am I going to put this? Would this fit here? They'll fit there for the moment. They'll do it. I'll drop you a follow. Thank you, Aveda. I normally stream Project Zomboid on Fridays, like this day and stuff, this time and stuff. So, yeah. I will be here. Thank you. Let's chuck this maybe here for the moment. We'll chuck it in there. We'll put all the extra seats in there. So I don't know if I put shit in these too. I look like I did. Okay. I kind of want to get rid of that. I could technically probably put that in the corner. Or in like that corner or something. Because I still want to be able to access whatever I've got there. So first things first is I guess I want to pick up the crates. I want to put 2 crates in the corner. I could put the fireplace. No, I couldn't put... I could put the fireplace in the corner. Or I could put it there. Or you know what would work? The fucking bed in this corner. That would work. That will do it. Okay. So if that's the case, then I think I've got shit in this drawer. Give me that crap. Put that crap on the ground. And I'll put like a couple of boxes or something here. The reason why is if I can shove the bed in the corner and I can put like, you know, even if I put like the boxes over here or something like that, that would still work too. So I want to put like a fireplace here, essentially. And I wanted to move this chair, but I don't have kind of like a spot for it yet. But I've got an idea now. I just got to go steal a bed because last time I tried to pick one up, I accidentally destroyed it. So we don't want to do that again. But I can put you... That's not what I want. You put that there because I can see that then. And then I can put the chair. I kind of don't want that right there. Maybe there. Can I rotate you? No. All right, hold on. Put you there and I'll rotate you one. You'd be right. Is it bad that I keep asking for changes for the commission, like changing facial expression or the pose or so on? And I'm not telling them to redraw the whole sketch. It depends. Certain artists have got rules. Also, I think you guys are about to get smacked with an ad. Just let me know if you're on an ad. But certain artists have got rules about like how many times you can make a change and stuff. So some are willing to do it and some are not. Some of them, like, it may not seem like you're asking them to redraw it, but... Oh, you got smacked with an ad. All right, I'll wait till you come back. I could probably do with giving her some food and water anyway. And let me know when you get back, if you can hear it anyway. I don't want to put that outside. Yes, double stack it on that. I don't know where I'm going to find a fireplace. I do need to find one before winter, but I'll go next door if... Oh, I've still got some stuff on me. Okay, hold on. I got to put another couple of boxes here because this will be a good kind of all-round storage room. Let's put the glitter back. Let's put that back over there. There we go. I don't know if that's on that table, but it makes me happy. Now, do I have more things that I could potentially can into a box? I feel like I'm in those You wanted to know something, but the universe said here's to ask for flats. That's unfortunate. That's a little funny though. It's fine. Just let me know when you're back from the ads. I will need to like feed her, and I think I'll walk next door because it's still early morning. I'll see if I can steal a bed or something, because I've got like the main bedroom back there, and I want her to have a bed in like where the heated room is for winter, so that we can sleep in there in winter and stuff, because it'll be better. All right, what did I miss? You didn't miss much. I caught up to it pretty fast. I don't want to put that on that shelf. So I was saying that depending on like the artist, they may not want you to make too many changes. Like some of them allow for like multiple changes or X number of changes and stuff like that. They account for it. And then sometimes, like, even though it doesn't seem like you're asking them to like redraw everything, like if you, it depends on the artist and how they draw and stuff, but you might essentially be asking them to like redraw. Like for instance, if I was to, okay, hold on. Let me do it with the Zomboid character, okay? Because obviously my avatar is a PNG YouTuber. If I wanted to change my character's pose to a side angle like that, I have to redraw this, right? As opposed to like, that way I can just flip it. Those two directions, I can just fully flip the art piece. But if I want to go forwards or backwards, I have to change how that drawing actually physically is and stuff. So when you have like, you know, like for instance, like a reference sheet or something like that, and you have like multiple different directions, they have to generally draw at least like 2 or 3 of those directions kind of thing. And like the slightest changes of shifting a face up isn't always just a matter of like circling the face and like pivoting, rotating it upwards. Sometimes you actually physically have to like redraw the whole angle because like the placement and shit's all off and stuff. So it really just depends on the artist. Like I said, some of them allow for it and some of them are cool with it. And some of them just flat out said they won't accept like X number of like changes and stuff. This bed is blue. I think that would be nicer for winter. Let us steal this one. I don't know if it's better, but it's visibly blue. So I'm going to steal it. Can I take a... I don't have the carpentry for it. Hold on, let's go practice on that other bed. There's a chance I might destroy it. There's a few beds in this area, so practice on this. I need carpentry 1 of 2. Hold on, do I just not have carpentry at all? I could cut down some trees. We could go cut down some trees. I have the axes and stuff. Let's go cut down some trees. It's not like I don't need wood for later. But yeah, it really just depends on the artist, realistically. Like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm like a perfectionist for drawing and shit. So it would be almost akin to asking me to start again if somebody did that. But I watch a few art streamers and stuff, and they are constantly doing like 40 different lines that are like not even connected, and then it ends up being like one huge art piece and stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand, but cool, that was interesting. You know. And like I said, when I drew like my starting soon screen, which like I said, if I flick over for just a second, you have a look at the drawing on the screen, okay? That took me 11 hours. So I don't really I take like a long time to like sort this stuff out. Like my avatar on the screen, I think she was like 20 odd hours, but in saying that, she isn't just like one avatar. She's got like, I think she's got 3 or 4 different hair colors times across like several different outfits. And I had to basically like make and save the majority of those and stuff to make it work, to make it look like she can just automatically change between them and shit. So that was a lot more fussing around. I think I was going to put extra containers in the kitchen too. So I think I got 5 on me, so this should be fine. I didn't want to completely barricade the window, but in the event that I want storage, I'll already have boxes in here, so it will help. I wanted to put another box on this because I think I've got that closed, but I could put it next to it for the moment. I'll put it next to it because I haven't fully decided what I'm doing with this kitchen and windows and shit. I just need places to put crap. Mainly asking for like changing limbs around or bits of hair expressions.